Hey y'all, I'm so excited. I got my Mystery Yarn Club in the mail today. So let's see what it is. I actually did a sneak peek, which I normally don't do, but the day that Cheryl announced that the sneak peek was out, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go do it. And I am just super excited to finally see it in person because I'm gonna say it might be one of my favorites. This package is so stuffed. I'm being super careful to not accidentally cut anything that does not need to be cut. Because I also ordered some other yarn. I'm sorry. I've had like this horrible cough. I've been sick for like 2 weeks. And I think it's almost gone. Okay, let's see. So here is April's Mystery Yarn Club. It's called Time to Grow. I got it on fingering. Check out those colors. Like this right here. This is green is totally my color. I just love it. And this right here is like my favorite color ever. I love these dark greens. It's kind of like an olive drab. Well, no, not. I would say olive drab is probably one of my favorite colors, but this green is definitely one of my, like, I love the green. And the blue is kind of a denim blue, sort of, and then it has some pinks and reds. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so we have the greens, the green, the blue, and then like a speckled blush. It's definitely the color of just like a nice pink like blush. In fact, like the blush that I'm wearing right now. And then we have a little bit of darker, I guess you might call that maroon. It's not quite as purpley as a normal maroon might be. Mauve. There we go. That, I think a dark mauve is probably the what I would name that. Look, the green matches my eyes. You got it, Cheryl. I love it. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but as always, I will knit up at least a swatch. If I can't find a pattern that I'm just like, boom, it has to be that, then I'll at least knit up a swatch for you so you can see how it knits. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Hey, that actually is not so bad. All right, so what else did I get? I ordered, if you don't know, if you haven't seen, Cheryl put tons of yarn on the site for like half off. I mean, you can get some beautiful yarn for like $18 a skein. I mean, it's just crazy. So I took advantage. And like I said, green is totally my favorite color. And so I bought the last 3 skeins of Meadow, which is on sport weight. I will probably end up making a sweater with this, no doubt, because like I said, green is my favorite color. And this is like my jam. Like if I had to pick something that is just, let me put it in my face so you can't see me. My colors. In fact, my house is basically these colors. Lots of like tans with various greens. And so here's that olive drab I was talking about. That's like my ultimate favorite green color. But I mean, I really just love all greens. In fact, let me turn you a little bit. So this is a bookshelf that I got, and it's the exact same colors. Check that out. It's green and tan. And my little lion dragon things that I got from Japan, they're also the colors, the tan and the green. And then I work in a library. I don't know if you can tell, but we were serving books. We were getting rid of some books, journals that we have online. And these books right here are the tan and green. So I just took them. And because they go with my decor. And let's see, oh, I got some more right here. So I have these flowers that are sitting right here, and they are tan and green as well. So it's like all over my house. And now it's gonna be all over my sweater. I don't know what sweater I'm gonna make yet. A friend of mine named Justina is supposed to be Justina making up her own sweater pattern that has a really pretty, oh, I'm sorry. Did not mean to do that. I was gonna fix this so you could actually see me. A sweater pattern using sport weight, and it has like a design going down the outsides of the sleeve. So if she's gonna get that done, Justina, anytime soon, I will use my Meadows for her pattern. I'm really excited about these. All right, so what have I been working on? I swear, I mean, I feel like I've been a horrible blogger. I have not blogged in so many weeks, but I actually started typing up a blog post of the, you know, what's knitting, you know, what I've been doing, and because I actually finally have some finished objects to show you, one of which is sitting behind me, this little frog. Super cute. This is for my mom for Mother's Day, well, part of her present. Susan Claudino. I hope I am saying her name correctly. She is, I guess, most popular pattern. She makes like little stuffies. Her most popular pattern is the Bon Bon Bunny that a lot of people make. And I was just surfing around Ravelry, and I'm not sure why it ended up on her page, but she has this deal that if you buy 3 patterns, then you get like $3 off. So I went ahead and bought 3. The bunny that I plan on making for my daughters. I'm gonna make each one of them a bunny. But my mom loves frogs. Mother's Day is coming. And so I had this OOAK DK weight yarn from Cheryl. And even though it's not your typical, I mean, it's kind of green, it's not your typical like frog color, I really thought it was just a really nice frog color anyway. It's very sandy, beachy colors, which my mom likes. So it has tans and some creams and some greens and light blues. And he was super fun. He only took me like a week. There is no seaming no seaming involved. What you do for him is you make all 12 little toes, and then you start knitting a foot. I mean, so basically his hands and his feet are all the exact same. So you knit all 12 little toes, or what I did, I knit 3 and then attached them to a foot and then made the arm or the leg. So you make all 4 of those, and then you start knitting his body, and you keep the stitches live. And then you end up just knitting them right into where they belong in the body. So there's absolutely no seaming, and it goes really fast. Definitely is like a scrap buster. I didn't use the whole DK skein. And you know, you make the eyes too, and you put them on. The eyes were actually the most finicky part of the whole thing, just because they're like tiny, super tiny. And I actually ended up taking one off and then hand sewing it on because I didn't like the placement. If it hadn't been for that, it would have, you know, it would have taken me less than a week to get him done. But isn't he cute? I think he's just adorable. My mom's going to be super excited. And of course, I'm giving her some other things too. But I mean, I named him Monsieur Fly. That's not his pattern name. The pattern name is Figaro Frog if you search for him in Ravelry. But I named this one Monsieur Fly. And so he's one thing that I will have in my upcoming blog post for you to read. I'll talk about, you know, more of the like nitty gritty about needle size, the yarn, what I'll do different next time, what I really liked about the pattern, and things like that. As well as I finished my lounging top. And if you're in the Facebook group, I posted up a picture of that, but I will have the pictures on the blog soon. And the knit along is ending in 3 weeks. So since this is a sleeveless sweater pattern, you could totally get it done in 3 weeks if you haven't started. Like I promised you could. It's actually a pretty fast knit. In our Facebook group, if I felt whenever I started knitting it that the construction was initially a little bit confusing. I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing. Once I did the first section, it clicked and I realized. So I have a little diagram up in the photos in the Hypnotic Yarn Facebook group that maybe will help so that you can visually see exactly what you're doing at first, because there's no seaming allowed, but it's knit in sections and then you end up combining the sections and picking up stitches. So it's not as hard as I initially thought. So maybe that diagram will help people who were also kind of initially confused. Or maybe it was just me. It could have just totally been me and everyone else could be like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I guess that's about it. I will have the new blog post up this Friday. Today's Monday. But I will start knitting up a little bit of the Time to Grow, the April Mystery Yarn Club, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday, to show you what it looks like knitted, and I will see you later. Hey ladies, okay, we're back. It's Wednesday and I have wound up the Mystery Yarn Club and started a project. I love this yarn so much, and I was texting with Cheryl trying to explain how much I love the April Mystery Club. Completely came undone. And I have no words. Like, it is pure love. I love every single color. I love how it knits up. I love how the quantity of like the speckles versus how it's variegated, and I love everything about it. So here it is caked, and I decided that I want to wear it. So I started making a sweater, and I just went ahead and cast on the So Faded sweater from Andrea Mowry, who I think her IG name is Dreana Knits. I think that's right. And I found a couple of other skeins from my stash, which I guess I could have grabbed. I have almond milk, which is like an off-white, and then a sage color that's like this green gray. And then if you have not sneak peeked at the May skein, it also coordinates really well with April. And so I'm going to use those 4 colors to knit up a So Faded sweater. So here's what it looks like knit. You can also get a really good idea of how it knits up in today's, which is Wednesday, April 10th, Facebook Live, Cheryl and Jess do, and they were extra funny today. If you did not catch that, I would really recommend that you go back and listen to it. I'm also putting it up on the YouTube channel for people to watch if you're more of a YouTuber than a Facebooker. So it will be up on the channel as well. And they were just, it's one of those times where, you know, women, we just have to be honest about our, about our bodies and what looks good, what doesn't, what's for us. But Cheryl is in the is knitting, she's almost done knitting a sweater with this April Mystery Club. So she has, I mean, since her sweater's almost done, you can get a really good idea of the colors and how it knits up, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited. I just started. This is it's actually being worked in the flat right now. It's not in the round. I'm just in the middle of my row at the moment, which is, you know, why it's connected. I didn't get to finish the row whenever I put it down, and I haven't gone back to it. I'm actually going to put this aside for just a brief moment. My daughter's birthday is next month, and it's in a couple of weeks actually, and I'm going to knit her up that bonbon bunny. So I need to get that done ASAP. And I also have, I'm so sorry, I've been so sick for a long time, and my cough is almost over. Mother's Day is coming up in like a month as well, and so I have a sewing project to do for my mom. So I want to get those two, it should be really fast for those two done, and then I'm going to come back and finish up this sweater. I don't really like having half knit projects hanging around. I still have a single sock that I need to get that done. So I'm going to do that, finish the Mother's Day project for my mom, knit my daughter's bonbon bunny, and I'll probably make another bonbon bunny for my other daughter, and then get the sock done and the sweater done before I move on to something else. And maybe if I knit really fast, then I can have all those done by the end of next month, since the May Mystery Club looks good with this one, and I'm going to do it as part of the fade. Am I so faded? I want to get down to that portion of my sweater, so that whenever I can just cast, add it in and cast it on, and then you can see what that looks like in May. So I have a lot of things to do, and I will be knitting my fingers off, and I do plan on blogging about it. But I kind of have to pick, do I spend the day blogging or do I spend the day knitting? And right now knitting has been winning over like a tremendous amount, but I do hope to have a blog post up for y'all really, really, really soon. And I'm sorry that I have not been keeping on top of that like I was last year. So I hope you have enjoyed the April Mystery Club. And I cannot wait to see everyone's projects with it, because no matter what you make, it's going to be gorgeous. My first thought was I was going to do a super slouchy like sock hat, but then I thought I just can't bear to like not use every single inch of this yarn. And so that's why I thought that this sweater might be better. I really enjoy wearing the few completed sweaters that I have done. I really, really like wearing them. And so I'm all about having more of those, especially in beautiful colorways such as this one. All right, well, until next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you soon.